Hi YouTube, it's Ish here with Growing in OKC, and today's video is going to be a special one. It's going to be how to build your own raised bed, and I'm just going to take you through the step-by-step process here in building my raised bed. So the first step that you want to do, take you down. The first step you want is to cardboard down the area where you plan on growing for a while. This will kill all the grass that grows underneath it. And you can see here, I've done that, and I haven't done a very good job of keeping the grass growing from the side. And these are my compost tubs just holding it down. Okay, so next we'll take you to the materials that I've already pre-cut. Okay, so boom, here we are, like magic. Whoa, where'd those come from? These are 4x4 posts that I've cut to be 11 inches tall, and that's because I have all these boards. And a little bit about the material that I'm using here. In order to save money on this project, I went to construction sites and I simply just went up there and asked them if they had some scrap material that they weren't using. That's also the reason why the 4x4s are going to be cut to 11 inches and these 2x6s are also cut to 3 feet long. It's because a lot of times I couldn't find a consistent size that they were willing to give me. Some boards would be 8 feet long, others would be like 3 and 4 feet long. So I just cut them all to 3 feet long to make one uniform size, and now I'm just going to put a little 4x4 at the joint where they all meet up. So this is a really effective way to reuse wood, because this wood would have been all taken to the dump or some scrap heap. And so we're reusing, or we're recycling the wood, as well as I saved myself probably close to $50 from buying it from some box store. So, you know, if you're planning on building a new bed, check out your local contractors and see what they have just lying around. Okay, so far so good. Dog says it's too hot to be working out here in the 100-degree temperature. But here's the progress so far. I've been marking each of the 2x4s directly down the middle so that I've maintained an even spacing between the boards. And then I'm using the speed triangle right there to just kind of make sure that everything stays square. But I've also run into trouble. The board, the material's just so dense, I guess because it's home grade lumber, that the screws aren't going all the way through. So I've been drilling pilot holes into the wood and then putting nails in it temporarily until I can drill more. But you definitely want to use screws and not nails. But if your lumber's too dense, or if you're running into too many, what are those words, knots in the wood where it's more dense, where the wood is more dense, then drill a pilot hole with your drill and then put your screw or nail in. Alright, this is it for now. I'll show you the update here in a moment. Good morning YouTube, it's another day here with Growing in OKC at my gardens, and this is my next part of the video on making your raised bed. So last time I left off with you, it was yesterday, and it was just too hot. It's already 9 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know if y'all can see, but it's already really hot. But so we're going to try to get this project finished up today. So let me show you where we're at. The beds have all been just about set up. I've got to screw these last boards in on each side, and then we'll start filling the bed. Before you fill your bed, it's important for you to lay cardboard down in as much area as possible. So I took the cardboard that was already here, and then I put another layer of cardboard in as much as I could to help prevent weeds from coming up through your garden. Because one of the benefits of a raised bed is that there aren't any weeds to deal with, right? So taking this precautionary step early on will save you much heartache later. After the cardboard, I'm going to put these leaves across the bottom just as an extra layer. Plus it will provide nutrients for my plants later on. So it has dual benefits of preventing the grass from coming through, as well as providing extra food for the worms and stuff that end up in the bed. So there you have it. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna go to a big box store and buy my my ingredients, I guess you could say, that I need for the soil structure. I'm gonna follow something pretty similar to what Mel suggested for Mel's mix. It's gonna be 1/3 vermiculite, 1/3 your ordinary topsoil, and then 1/3 compost. And so I think that's Mel's mix, right? Well, we'll double check the book. That's why we have the book here. Okay, let's try that again. It's incredibly hot out, and it's supposed to get up to about 108 degrees today, which is really hot for Oklahoma. And they've actually issued in our area a weather alert saying don't do any strenuous activities outdoor if you can help it. So, you know, I'm taking lots of breaks and drinking a lot of water and doing all my video shots here in the shade. And as you can tell, I'm still sweating, but at least here it's probably like 95 degrees in the shade. But so I'll tell you, or I'll try to tell you, what all ingredients I am using, and you can try to replicate this or do it on your own. But the ingredients going to make up my soil are, first of all, that layer of cardboard and leaves at the bottom, which is also going to block out any of the well, not any, but hopefully most of the roots from the grass that are coming up. Additionally, in there, the soil is mostly going to be composed of peat moss, which I found out today is not as renewable as the companies lead you to believe. Yes, it is a renewable, but it takes hundreds of years to rebuild, and the peat mosses that they're harvesting from have been growing for thousands of years, so it's not really sustainable. In addition to that, you can see my 3 piles there. We've got 9 cubic feet of just generic red topsoil, 6 cubic feet, or I'm sorry, 18. Each one's divided into 3 equal parts. 18 cubic feet of cotton burr compost, and then 6 cubic feet of organic garden blend mix. And then I'm gonna supplement all of that with these tubs down here, which are all about half full, and that's composted donkey manure and kitchen scrap waste. And if you want to, for checking out how to compost, check out some of my earlier videos. I've got home composting with rabbit manure, home composting with donkey manure, and just generic home composting with your green scraps from your kitchen. But all of that's going to go into my garden, and then whatever I can't fit into this bed will go to reinforce the old garden, which you should be able to see behind me. It's growing like a jungle, but yeah, whatever I can't fit in there is going to go into that. Okay, YouTube, it's hot out still. So now I'm beginning to fold the ingredients together. You don't want to create a hard bed, I think is what it's called, where suddenly the soil composition just abruptly changes. So I don't want just one layer of peat moss, one layer of topsoil, one layer of organic garden soil, and then one layer of cotton burr compost. Instead, I want to mix all those ingredients together, and that's because they all have like their own unique properties. You know, the cottonburr compost adds microbes and nutrients to the soil that the peat moss would not have, and same with the organic soil. It will add in its own nutrients as well. I also bought a bag of gypsum garden additive, and what it is it's gypsum's a naturally occurring material that they find in rocks, and this material, the product that I bought, has additives of calcium and magnesium and stuff like that. So hopefully I won't have the same problem I had with my other bed where my tomatoes were getting blossom end rot from a lack of calcium. So I bought some gypsum to add to the soil to add back some of those trace minerals. But I'm gonna go back to mixing this in now that I'm done cooling off here, and we'll keep you updated. Okay, get a little more into the shade here. So just like anything in life, there's nothing better than the satisfaction of a job completed. And well, even though I'm not really completed yet, I still have to install the drip irrigation. It's now about 6:30 my time. I've been working on this for the better part of 8 hours. That includes going and buying the stuff, and I don't have a truck. I drive a hybrid. So I had to take 3 trips to the box store, but I finally got it all here, and I'm going to take you over and show you just what it looks like completed. So first, here's the old garden, and you can see I'm going to take you in for a close-up on the construction of my old bed, just so you can kind of see how crooked it is. The grass is really high up against it. I need to weed eat that. And now, sorry about this, here's the new bed. It's 12 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 1 foot, well, about 11 inches. I'm trying to sneak an inch in on you. About 11 inches high. There's a small dog. You can see how small our dog is compared to the bed. That's it. Soon there will be a drip irrigation system installed here, and everything will be growing good, growing well, whatever's proper. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. It's time for me to have some dinner, get some pizza, and good luck. Hey, build your own, by the way. The whole reason for me making this video is so that you all can see just how easy it is to build your own raised bed garden. I have no skills at all when it comes to working with wood or tools of any kind, and I was able to build this by myself. So build your own, that way you can sustainably live and feed your family. Good luck growing or building in OKC or wherever you're at in the country.